No one warned him. No one pulled him aside and told him the truth. So he waited. He waited for motivation to show up. He waited for someone to notice his struggle. He waited for a sign that things were about to change. Every day, he told himself. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow came. And nothing happened. Days passed quietly. Weeks followed. Life moved forward, without him. And slowly, without realizing it, waiting became a habit. Because waiting feels safer than failing. Then one day, the truth arrived. Not as motivation. Not as hope. But as clarity. No one was coming. This is a story of a man. A man who believed help would arrive. If he waited long enough. He believed effort should be rewarded automatically. That struggle should attract sympathy. That someone, anyone, would step in. But life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't respond to potential. It responds to action. And at this point in his life, he had been waiting far longer than he had been moving. He watched other people move forward. Not because they were better. Not because they were smarter. But because they moved. Meanwhile, he stayed still. He scrolled. He distracted himself. He told himself stories. Stories like, I just need motivation. I'm not ready yet. I'll start when the time is right. But the time was never right. Because waiting feels productive. Until you realize it's just procrastination. Wearing a polite mask. The realization didn't come dramatically.
No breakdown. No explosión.
Just a quiet moment. A moment where he looked around and understood. No one is watching closely enough to save you. No one is tracking your dreams. No one is responsible for your future. That responsibility belongs to one person. Him. And that truth hurt more than any failure ever could. At first, he rejected it. Because accepting it meant something terrifying. There would be no rescue. No one was coming to push him. No one was coming to believe for him. No one was coming to do the work. Then quitting would be his fault. And success would also be his responsibility. That level of ownership scared him. Because excuses disappear when responsibility shows up. Eventually, something changed. Not externally. Internally. He stopped asking, who will help me? And started asking, what can I do today? Small actions replaced waiting. Quiet effort replaced hope.
No motivation.
Just movement. And for the first time, progress felt real, even if invisible. He learned something most people never do. You don't wait for motivation. You move without it. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. So he showed up on bad days. On tired days. On days where quitting felt logical. Discipline didn't feel heroic. It felt boring. Repetitive. Uncomfortable. But it worked. This phase was lonely. Because when you stop waiting for help, you also stop receiving sympathy. People stop checking in. They stop encouraging. But something else grows in that silence. Self-respect. Because every day he showed up, he proved something to himself. I can be trusted. And that trust changed everything. Progress didn't explode. It accumulated. Small improvements stacked. Confidence deepened. Focus sharpened. The man who once waited became someone who moved, even when it was hard. Not loudly. Not publicly. Quietly. And quietly is where real change happens. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. The world only responds after you've already done the work. People notice late. Opportunities arrive late. Validation comes late. But by then, he didn't need it anymore. Because he had already become stronger than the version of himself who once waited. If you're watching this, and you feel stuck, unmotivated, invisible, hear this clearly. No one is coming. Not to save you. Not to push you. Not to make it easier. And that's not bad news. That's power. Because once you accept that truth, you stop waiting. And you start building. Strength isn't loud. Strength is showing up when no one cares. Strength is choosing discipline When motivation is silent. Strength is understanding that your future doesn't need permission. It needs action. Turn. The man never became perfect. He became consistent. And consistency did what waiting never could. It changed his life. If this message spoke to you, like this video, not for the algorithm, but as a promise to yourself. Subscribe to Life Empire Motivation. If you're done waiting and ready to build quietly, comment, I'm ready. If you're choosing responsibility over excuses, no one is coming. And that's exactly why you must.